Welcome to the channel, you all. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a special announcement and some readings, collective, I guess. Um, so I'll wait till people come on before I do the special announcement. But I hope everyone is doing well. Um, yeah, I hope that y'all see the notification. Hey, Tuesday, what's going on? How is you doing? How are you doing? All right, so we're gonna do a special announcement. Where my girl at? Where my girls at? Where my people is at? Where my girls at? Where my people is at? She at? Oh, there she is. Having a bad day. I know the feeling. Wish you could sleep it away. So, so as you got to see um, Tuesday, that I was the reason why I was tired. So I've been tired, y'all. I wanted to come give y'all some readings from Friday, but I was in preparation for Saturday, and then Saturday I also had a class in the morning I had to teach from like what time was that? 10 to 12, and then the rest of the day. So I didn't get home until before midnight, almost something like that. So I'm tired, right? And today I just, I took my time and I'm resting. And I started another channel. So the icon that you see, or what they call it, the profile pic you see on this video is on the new channel. But I will announce that a little later. Monica, hey boo. So yeah, I will announce that in a few. Um, But I started a new channel. Why? I want to keep this channel going, right? My only issue is that I feel like I'm shadow banned because there's no way that I'm putting out consistent content and I'll take small breaks and I'm still putting out consistent content and my numbers don't change. Like it's just weird to me. For months they're hovering around the same number. So that to me feels like a shadow ban of some sort. So I'm gonna try this other channel and see what it do. You know, I don't know. I will kind of um I'm thinking about focusing that more on Twin Flame and keep this one the format I do, which is collective and general and sometimes money and sometimes zodiac, and that channel could be focused mainly on like twin flame connections or strictly relationship advice and that kind of thing. I'm just over this stagnant energy, and it's 2024. It's time to break up stagnant energy. So I'm gonna keep this channel, keep it going. I'm recycling some old videos just to put something up on that channel for now, but I'm back with y'all for fresh content, as of now. All right, and that channel, I just named it because I'm trying to keep it similar and not confuse people at the same time. What I call it? Hold on, because I want to say it right. I want to say it correctly. Okay, no, that's the Gmail. It is the Spiritual Lounge with Empress Clarity. So you know how in my intro I was like, I always say this is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity. So That channel is the Spiritual Lounge with Empress Clarity. All right. Um, I don't have you could comment, but I think it's set right now where you if you like you just can't see who likes it for now. And then as it grows and as it changes, then I'll open that up. But for now, I'm just putting some older content, recycling some things, new titles to still reflect the energy of the reading. Um, but I'm gonna upload some new stuff on there soon. So I hope y'all take that ride with me and check me out and see, share it, share it, share it. I appreciate y'all coming. So let's do a collective for everybody. Oh gosh. Who in the nine? So who over here stressing? What are we stressing about? Who losing hope? Who losing hope over something? Over something. Somebody desires an offer from somebody that they losing hope that they're gonna get it. The towers here, that's the challenge and lesson. Something came down, something crashed, something burned, something didn't go well. And it got something to do with this King of Swords, who is this is a very emotionally unavailable person, but it could be that somebody is also making a head over heart decision. Because not only could they could be very cutthroat, but very matter of fact. This person could be, we'll see. I'll clarify. You say, ain't talking about you. Uh-oh. And then, oh, we got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we got a match. Oh, and we got an ending. So we got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and an end to a cycle. And overall energy is the Queen of Swords. So it's the Queen of Swords making the decision about her counterpart. And if you know tarot or you don't know, I will tell you, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are known as divorcees. They're known as the two people that tend to be apart, not necessarily together. They were once together. They may share similar traits in that they're very mercurial or in their head with the air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But they make head over heart decisions. They communicate with their words. Their words can be very sharp. And I feel like Spirit showed me this to show me that there was an ending because somebody was being, I would say, disappointing. Let me just put this out with that. Somebody is disappointing the other, and I feel like it's this Nine of Cups, King of Swords energy is very, it's somebody who has a slick tongue in a romantic way. They think they're a charmer, or they might be a charmer, but we got the Queen of Swords ending it. So as much as they might want to revive a situation, it's quite possible that the Queen of Swords sees the King of Swords for who they are, or this King of Swords, Nine of Cups energy as what they are. So they fell from grace. They don't have whatever she might have saw in them before. She don't see in them now. And yeah, that's the tower. They fell from grace. If she had them in high honor, if she believed in their potential, she don't see it the way she used to see it. She see it from just who they are. This is somebody that disappointed her way too many times with this star and reverse Aquarius energy. This is a lot of air sign energy, really, but they could also have some water in their chart. But with the Nine of Swords, the star, the king, and the queen is giving a lot of in your head kind of energy. But I feel like this person, they did one too many things. Like they just this is okay. Spirit gave me a download because I was supposed to tell y'all about this. Okay, listen here. So I had the opportunity to talk to a divine masculine, a friend of mine. This is a friend that I go way back childhood. So I'm not gonna say no names in case anybody I know them, but I'm just gonna tell their story because it's a cautionary tale that as actually has not It hasn't ended yet, but this is about a divine masculine. And this is giving me that energy. So I had a dream about my friend. And as a matter of fact, on his sister's birthday, she passed. And that was, I ain't gonna tell you who she was. But anyway, on her birthday. So the only thing in the dream was I saw him pull up to his parental home and pull up in the driveway and then get out. And I was calling to him and he wasn't hearing me. So I was like, Now I've had prophetic dreams about him and his family in the past, told him, and then some stuff really did, play out. And I just did, oh wow, okay. So when I saw him in the dream, I called him for another purpose because his profession, I need something from him in his profession. So we talked about that and how he could come take care of something for me. And then he said, now get back to the dream. And I told him what happened. He was like, oh. So then I asked my husband to follow up with him, and they were having a conversation that they ended up including me in. Y'all, so he has more than one child, but the male child, I'm gonna put him at this is a married person. He's a married man, and he has a young teenage child that he taught all the tricks that he learned from his sister that's since passed. And she taught him all the game, all everything that worked on her. And what he really learned from her was like being nonchalant, holding back from people, not really coming forward, not putting in the energy, and how that tends to attract people. So he taught his son this. So now his son is so nonchalant, he like that with everybody, right? So I said to him, I said, well, that's not necessarily good. Maybe he'll get a couple chicks that way. That's possible when he's ready. However, you could lose good people being nonchalant because if you don't put any effort or energy into a person, then what incentive do they have to put energy and effort into you? It might attract them initially, it might catch their attention, but it ain't something that's going to make a connection last. You have to reciprocate at some point, especially if he wants the person in his life. And then he says to me, oh, okay, well, then that's why I don't know, something clicked with him. And then he realized, oh, that's why me and my wife is separated. And I was like, what? Hold on. Hold on, sir. What you mean? Yeah, it's been about a year. Really? So we got to talking, and I'm listening to him tell me, his version of things. He didn't say anything negative about her, but he told me. I was like, well, he kept saying that she didn't. There was things that she didn't do too, right, in the relationship. But all I kept hearing from him is he didn't listen to her. I even asked him at one point because they did have a counselor and he didn't like the counselor, so it didn't work for them. They should have found another one. She asked him to do it. He didn't do it. So at some point in time, she put him out the marital house. Like, go, we done. So they have conversations, but it's so like only about the children. I said, okay. I said, so what do you want to be married? Yeah. Okay. What are you doing to save the marriage? Like, what are you doing? He was like, well, I mean, anything I do, she'd be like, oh, please, please. Like, if his name was Chuck, Chuck, please. Like, if really, like, she's not impressed. So I said, you ever read the book or you ever heard of love languages? He said, yeah, I have the book. I read it. Okay. And then what happened? Well, I kind of read it for myself. So you read a book about the love language and you read it for yourself, but you didn't read it on how to read your spouse? No. Y'all, I was sitting there like, okay. At this point, because he looks up to me. I'm big sister. So, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what happened? And so I said, well, what did she do? He said, well, I don't want to talk about that because, I don't never want to talk about bad about her and blah, blah, blah. And I said, y'all forgive me because I was just like, how? But anyway, He says, the only thing he could tell me that he was willing to tell me, I said, you ain't gotta tell me nothing crazy. Just give me an idea. And it was like, well, her libido was low. Okay, well, I mean, a lot of things could create that. Okay. Um, it could be you, it could just be her. Like women go through that. Our libido can get low. We really do. I've been through it, and it can raise later, but it'll be a long period of time where it's just low, right? So he was like, yeah, and when he talked about the love languages and the gifts, she don't like fancy things. She doesn't like name brands. She's not into that. She's not into spending a whole lot of money. That's not her. And she and I are both Gemini, so I kind of get where he come from because I like a label if it has quality. I don't wear a label just for the sake of to have a label on. If it's a piece of crap and it got a label on, I could care less. But if I like that brand, I'll wear the brand. So, but you don't need to get me no Gucci slides and crap like that. I'll wear a pair of Nike slides, as long as they well built. Things like that, right? She's not into like you. She don't need that flashiness. So at one point, he bought her $800 piece of jewelry that somebody she in her family she has contention with one of her parents would have liked, which was an insult to her, and he couldn't understand it. She ain't never worn it. What you bought her was I mean, okay. So she would like it. The other person would like it that she got an issue with. And you bought it because you liked it. Like with that, come on, make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. He's so slow. And at one point he said to me, well, I got my pride too. So and I said, stop right there. Stop right there. What do you I know you are out your mind, boy. Cut it out. Sit down. You better not scratch on my chair. I'll tell you a little tell up. You was doing so good. Excuse me, y'all, for that. Anyway, my little cat child acting crazy. So I mean it. So it's I did y'all. I didn't expect him to be thick like a brick in the mind. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to be thick like a brick. How I get okay. Anyway, so he says he didn't understand why she would wear it. I said, but she told you what she liked. I asked him if she liked flowers. He was like, no. She said flowers die. I said, okay. I said, do you want the marriage? Yes. I said, well, what have you put into it? What have you done? And he mentioned pride. And I said, hold on. Does your pride matter more than your marriage? Well, no. Okay, so what does pride have to do with anything? You keep trying to tell me she not perfect or she not that. Okay, okay. Let me reel it back. Based on what you described to me, because he told me a bunch of stuff, but based on what you described to me, it sounds as if you broke her trust. Did you break her trust? He says yes. Okay. Did she break your trust? No. Okay. So now we have a critical component of the problem. You have broken her trust. And then you're telling me your pride is too big for you to make it right. No, no, that's not it. No, 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 no. Your pride is too big, apparently, for you to apologize, to show gestures of kindness and love, to be consistent, to move in slowly or some like spark the. I mean, I don't know where she is in this because, like I said, we talk once a year, but we always family, right? And she's been there with him for a long time. So I haven't personally spoken to her. I don't plan to get in the middle of none of their stuff or nothing like that. It's just, I happen to go to her social media because, matter of fact, it came up on my page. So I was like, oh, well, while I'm here, let me click. And then I saw the last couple things that she posted that indicated she's compartmentalized him as one of those people that ain't gonna last in her life. That's not gonna be a part of her life in most recent years. And I well recent in the most recent time. And like I was explaining to him, she hasn't changed her name. She hasn't changed her social. She hasn't initiated divorce. She's kind of giving you an opportunity because she didn't completely shut down on you. If she was like done, trust me, you gonna get them papers delivered where you are, and the divorce will initiate. She's like over it to the point where there was some straw or there was some line that you crossed, right? And I said it was something you either did too much of, she asked you to stop, or something you didn't do enough of that she asked you to do, or a combination, but you decided not to do or change. He's like, yeah, I think you're right. Okay. So again, do you want the marriage? Yes. So you want to be back with your family. Are you even willing to change? He's like, well, I mean, yeah. Okay, but y'all, it was a very exhausting conversation because he's a fixed sign. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say his sign, but he's a fixed sign. So he really was very thick when I'm talking to him. He was bragging to me about the son and how he taught the son and how the girls like the son and the son is tall and blah 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 and all this stuff. He's young and blah blah blah. And I'm going, uh-huh. But how's that going to work for this child? And this you over here impressed with how you could pull a girl or how you used to pull women, but yet once she pulled her energy back, he told me he's celibate. He been celibate since ever since, like for a whole year. Like he. I said, yeah, because you're never gonna find her energy again, and all them scallywags you probably could pull ain't ever gonna fill the void of your queen, your empress, and she very much fits the empress qualities. I know of her. I know her personally. So I know that she's like she may not have the self-esteem that she should have. We as women, we change, we have kids, we look at our bodies different, we feel different about ourselves, and we start thinking we not as attractive. But no, she is very much a queen. Maybe she don't have the confidence she used to have, but she's a queen. She is a queen of pentacles all day. Financially smart, gifted, multiple talents, all of that. True Gemini, okay? And he need her, right? But even as a man, at some point you have to step up. At this point she realized she don't even need him. And now she got the ick. You know that ick when you look at a person and you realize, oh, you don't like how you chew your food. It disgusts me now. Something you never even was bothered about. You get this ick about them. You go, the way you breathe, just you can't close your mouth, or you know what I'm saying, or why do you let your hair grow so long, or whatever. You just be looking at them like, or you let your pants sag a little too low. Then she didn't have a problem with that before, but now she look at you because she see who you are, who you're not, and all of that potential went out the door. Like when it comes to and I talked to y'all about that. Wabi Sabi. I never heard of Wabi Sabi love. Yeah, and she's just over it. I know she over it, but this is the father of her children and not only her husband, right? So there is like, if he could pull a miracle out, what you mean? Go in the kitchen. Talk to your sister, the chef. Thank you. It's like he needs to pull out a miracle. I hope and pray he do. He need to pull out a miracle. Like that's what it would take. A miracle. Because she is so over him. And I get it. when you look at a person, right, and you realize like, so a lot about you was the potential I thought you had, but you're not living up to any of it. And then you don't regard me in high honor. I don't feel special. You put your energy, and this is a statement I guess she made too, is that his energy is outside of her, is to everybody else. You realize that that person, in fact, does not have your back. That they are a people, they a people pleaser, or they're a people person. He also told me he's a label, he was a label whore, and I know he was from when we were kids because everything had to be the latest. You know what I'm saying? Did he, does he got the latest kicks on, or do he have he's that? But when you decide to be with somebody, you have to now put what you want aside and consider the other person. It's loving the small annoyances and quirks of people we love because, experiencing means that people we love are in our lives. Yeah, but at the same time, that's also, what is your problem, dude? That's unconditional love, right? But love becomes conditional when people disappoint you over and over again, because then you start to realize you got to put boundaries up, and you don't have to tolerate a whole bunch of stuff from them. You know what I'm saying? You start to realize I ain't gotta listen to you breathe. I ain't gotta watch you eat or hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with this and deal with that. And then when you realize you've been doing so much on your own in the relationship that there's not enough reciprocity in the relationship, then what do I need you for? What are you here for? Oh, you here for yourself, but no, we good. We're good. I think we're done. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I gotta text him now because I forgot. He needs to come. Sorry for him. I don't know why he's acting like that. Yeah, he's bugging out, getting on my nerves, going in and out, doing too much. He sounds like how do I explain the scratching noise? I think he has the zoomies right now. I don't know what his problem is. It ain't hunger. At me like that. Can you not? Little creep. Here, take this from me. Okay. Let's put this in my cell. I'm on live right now. Sorry. Shut the door. Oh, he is smiling right now. So, yeah, you know, this, I will consider him a divine masculine. That's just very misguided and very much stuck in his ways. That I do believe that he truly loves her, but he can't get out past his pride and his ego. He can't. He can't get. Did I have a commercial, y'all? Let me know. But he can't get past his pride and his ego. You know what I'm saying? So um that's where he's stuck, because he's feeling like, well, if he make an effort and she keeps shooting it down, then what's the point? I said you be consistent and act like this is what you want. You have to be consistent. You have to check in. This is either she's what you want and you hold her in high honor, or you don't. But you gotta make a choice and you gotta take action. You can't wait for her to change her mind. She's not gonna soften up to you on some just, oh, one day I still love you. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna thank you, Monica. She's not gonna soften up just because you're talking about the kids. She's not gonna soften up because you're not giving her a reason to be soft with you. So far as she's concerned, this to me, with the Queen of Swords in the world, is indicating divorce. And that he can't come with that baby Ray offer. He can't come with this little bit of, I got this lip service for you. Will you take my offer? No. Hey, Lati, you can't do that. Give me a bite. Yeah. Oh, it's hot. Look. Okay, ain't no more. This was like the only bowl I found. She said this. At the door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of masculines, divine or not, they they find the woman or the feminine energy, because don't have to be a woman, but a feminine energy that they know loves them, right? And then they think, and this is kind of what he said to me, was that basically she always gonna be there. And then they take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? So when you take that for granted, that person has like what's the incentive to mess with somebody that thinks you are always going to be there, that you are a break in case of emergency type of person, or you are just going to stay stationary on the shelf where they leave you so they can go do whatever they want? Because that's basically what she's saying. You out there, you dealing with all these different people, then you really don't care. You know, how can I trust you if you out there in the world with everybody else, but you're not respecting me? You're not. Where are my special gifts? Where are my and this is what I told him about. It's the little things you got to do to build up her trust. And that's why you have to be consistent. If you can't do a grand show, she's not going to believe you, because that won't last. That means nothing. And all those little things she asked you to do, you need to actually do them. Even if it was to go get the counselor for both of y'all, find another one because y'all both mutually didn't like the one you had. You got to do those things. Period. And he he was hearing me. um he heard me, but I don't know what he gonna do. And I pray for him that, he work it out. But again, I'm trying to give them the playbook of how to mend and reconcile, because if you want to reconcile, this is for any divine masculine, divine feminine. If you wrong, okay, you have to be the one to take action. And you can't go and do the same things to that person over and over again and think they not gonna know. People are not stupid. But see, fixed sign energy, they tend to want to keep doing, they don't, it's like they can't get out their way. They keep doing the same things over and over again. This Queen of Swords is not a fixed sign. So she would not be an Aquarius. She could be a Libra, she could be a Gemini. But she closing this chapter because he not doing enough. He too busy in this Knight of Cups, immature energy. Who you think you stop it? Who you think you are? Like, you thought, okay, you was God gifts to her, and you know what I mean, you was the man, and because she revered and loved you and nurtured and took care of you, that she's just always going to be there, but not feel important enough for you to do the same. Who are you? Some people think they got this, charming smile. Um, Maybe their body is nice, or they find people find them attractive, and so they go out there and they play the field and play around with a lot of different people and think, well, as long as you come, you still here, I'm your prize. Okay, I don't want all them other people. I just want you. No, that ain't how it works. That is how men are, but women do it too. There's some out there. And that's the thing. I'll tell you this. When the men that do this to a female that shows them love, been there for them, treated them well, and then that woman, her self-worth goes up and that she knows she ain't gotta tolerate that no more. Sometimes there's no getting back because you really gotta move heaven and earth and shift things in order for her to even consider you. Because a divine femme with her self-worth intact ain't sitting here, especially if she's separated, ain't worried about a masculine, let alone divine masculine, doing anything for her. Especially if all you did was play around. And see, this type of energy goes out there thinking they God's gifts to the world and they so handsome and everybody want them. Because I'm be honest with y'all, that's how the conversation started. He started telling me about the glory days in the past and who wanted him and who had him and who he had. And I was just like, "Hmm, okay." I said, I personally couldn't see you like that because you was little brother. My mind couldn't even go there because I knew you since when you was shorter than me. Okay. You was always little brother. And that didn't, mm-mm. So they go out there, and this is the type of dude that go get caught up with a karmic. Either go, now this didn't happen to him, but go and fuck around and get a baby and get trapped by a karmic who really don't want them but wanted them because they wanted to be able to pull them away from somebody else, the divine femme or whatever. Or get them a karmic, or they might have a karmic parent that is like that rules all their relationships. Somebody that is so needy, codependent, and demanding that they can't even focus on basic responsibilities, much less a relationship, without that parent coming in between. It could be a masculine or a feminine, it don't matter. But it's usually for a man, it's usually the mother, and for a woman, it could be either or. But I feel like it could be either or for either one. But from what I'm experiencing in my life and people I know that go through that, it typically is for the masculines, the mother energy. They be so brainwashed by this mother that they got to drop everything, focus on her, and they leave the divine feminine alone. And then when they leave that divine feminine alone enough, or multiple situations and cycles happen, she loses it for them. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. It comes on subtly because it had already built up. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's something that you can't calculate the exact time it'll happen when you're just like, yeah, I know. I'm over it. And I feel like if she was to tell me about him, she would tell me that there was this one day. There was just one day, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. You can leave now. Bye. And she was done. But I will say this, like I said, this is the father of her children and her husband still. Like they're not divorced. I feel like she heading there. But he would, if he really wanted her, he would have to do a whole 180. He has to be a different person. And I'm not sure, because I'm not talking to her, if she has the hope that he will be different, because how many opportunities in the past did she give him to get it right? And he just kept doing what he wanted to do in the way he wanted to do it, which out without consideration of his queen. Y'all, it's been on me. Like I said, I haven't had the time until today to get on here and talk to y'all, but I needed to tell y'all this scenario because I'm sitting there going, this boy is a perfect example, or I should say, this man. This man is a perfect example of what not to do and who not to be if you plan to be married and not alone. Because I could tell you, he ain't gonna ever meet another her. Okay, I can't say he won't have children again, but this is his first baby mama. This is his children's mom and the love of his life, so he says. You don't, they don't, we don't come a dime a dozen for people, okay? You know, we don't. You don't come a dime a dozen for people. We are, you can't, you could search for this kind of energy everywhere and you not gonna find it. Even they mamas ain't gonna reflect this. Okay, when their mamas is karmic. She not gonna reflect that. So this is why they need healing. This is why she said you we need to find a counselor. He didn't do it. And it's been a year. And I feel like, based on the little post I saw, okay, she must have done a countdown calendar because the energy shifted with her saying certain things, or I should say reposting certain things at the end of the year. So she probably like, yeah, he had 12 months to make a strong effort for me to reconsider. And he ain't done it. So I wouldn't be surprised if she don't hit him with the paper. And then I don't know, because he's sitting there throwing his hands up like, she don't take me back. You listen. If you want your divine femme, you can get your divine femme with a complete 180. I won't say 360 because that just means you just cycle back and you still where you came back to where you started. But a 180, like you have to be a different person, a whole different side. And then you got to take the time to show her, and you can't rush her. Like, think about it. Anybody that ever broke your trust, you think that they can instantly get your trust back? Hell no. Who you think? No. You have to show a divine femme that you dead ass serious. You have to be consistent. Meaning whatever your pattern was, you cannot do that ever again. Ever again. You have to show up. Whatever way she suggested is the way you need to show up. And have no grumbles about it. Can't be complaining about it. Like, me and my husband were on the phone with him when we were having this conversation. And you just gonna give up your marriage? Bruh. We sitting there trying to counsel him, trying to tell him about the imperfections of marriage, but that you gotta fight for each other. You don't let somebody just go without making a strong effort. If you want somebody, you have to act like you want them. You got, and then this shrugging in the shoulder, sitting there talking about something. Well, I got pride too. What? What your pride? I was done, y'all. When he said that, I was like, bruh, I couldn't let it go. He tried to dismiss it like I didn't say it. No, no, no. That's what you said. So that's your biggest blockage, is your big head is in your own way. And I wouldn't have spent as much time talking to him if I didn't love him enough that I want to see him happy. But it's kind of like, bruh, you are just gonna let it take. Like, she don't mean enough to get outside of your own comfort zone. Cause I'm telling you, as a woman who has my self-worth intact. Now, not always and not in every area, but I'm pretty intact when it comes to, if you've hurt my feelings. Oh, trust and believe you're going to have to work in order to change that perception of you if you broke my trust. But I could respect you if you worked at it. But if you come with this kind of night energy on some talking the same thing you've been talking, doing the same thing you've been doing, well, we not talking about nothing. We just gonna end it. We just gonna let it be what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting there thinking she heartless. I don't think she heartless. I think that she feels like her heart wasn't taken care of, and I can relate to that. But like I said, I don't know. I'm not in their relationship, y'all, so I don't know to what level this man has broken her trust. It could be irreconcilable, or it could be, there could be damage control. I don't know, but I do know, with 1,000% know, that if he don't even try because he think she gonna shut him down, he will never know the opportunity. And I could tell this 12 months she gave him an opportunity and he is straight blowing it. Can you please cut it out? You're doing too much, sir. Nudie, he got something in his mouth. He got, yeah. He probably gonna drop it. It's orange. I can't see what it was. He did drain me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It drained me because I didn't expect him to be this stubborn and stuck at this age. He's not much younger than me. And I'm just like, bruh, you throwing away a whole marriage? Whoo, baby. I was like, wow. I mean, I guess people throw away things for less, but ain't no way I'm gonna build a life with you and my pride gonna keep me from my blessings with you. I'm gonna put in effort. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't think like that. I get it. But damn. And you got that right. Pride comes before a fall because now you done tucked your tail and then had to go back to your mama house, which is where I saw him enter in the dream. So the day I had the conversation with him, I was going, okay, yeah, it wasn't nothing. You just didn't hear me when and you went into your mother house. Not knowing for the last year that's where he's been. And I'm like, bruh, that's why I had the dream. Because you at your mama house now. Now it all makes sense now. The dream was telling me you are now at your mama house. Now, I don't know why I needed to know that, other than maybe spirit want me to implore you to fix it. Okay. But yeah, you're now at your mama house and maybe it's about to be irreconcilable. So he better go do something. This is why the tower's here. Because this is the challenge of the lesson. He better do something. Because the hope is gone. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Nope, one at a time. Yeah, he is. He has nothing but mostly good things to say. It was really nothing bad he could say about her. He might have had another woman in his life with the Queen of Wands. He could have had some karmic energies in his life that represent that Queen of Wands energy that took a lot of his energy and time. He wasn't doing enough for her. Right. And the Queen of I can't make this up. And the Queen of Pentacles is the one losing hope. This is who I described. She losing hope. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Yeah, he's stuck in the same script. He's stuck in the same script, doing the same things over and over and over again. That is the problem. This is why the Eight of Swords is here with this Nine of Cups. Somebody is stuck in their mind. The only thing they know how to do is what they've been doing. They're not willing to get out of their comfort zone. That's the problem. He got to get out of his comfort zone. Either you're going to fight for this and do something different, or you're going to stay doing the same nonsense all the time. Yeah. He got to get. So we got two counterparts here: the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. And the problem is he's not behaving, or he has to now step up and be this King of Pentacles. Meaning now you need to be reliable. Now you need to be able for her to be soft and in her feminine energy. You have to stand up, be more solid. You know what I mean? Some a shoulder she could depend on, not somebody she got to take care of. Am I sure? Hey, there's a lot of people in our lives that fit this description. So he probably energy coming through. Yeah, and look at that. And that pride leading to this emotional destruction with the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups upright or reverse is my card for crying. But this is him losing the love of his life, y'all. This is them losing the best thing they ever freaking had. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Yeah, all because he a King of Cups, not showing any emotion, not doing any gestures, over there holding all on his emotions, talking about she don't want me. She don't want me. She ain't trying to feel what I say. She don't want to hear what I gotta say. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just be stupid over here and fuck up my marriage. Mm, mm, mm. Big dummy. That's why I feel like what's his name used to say? Um Sanford, Fred Sanford, you big dummy. That's how I feel. Like that's kind of what I wanted to say to him. Like, you sure you not being a big dummy? A couple times I laughed because of what he said, but it was I had to remind him like I'm laughing, but it's not the humor. It's you and how you say it because he was very matter of fact. But it was like, yo, you are wilding right now. Like, sir, you don't even know how you sound. Knowing you full of love for somebody, but then your pride is blocking your efforts. And a lot of people are like that. They will just not come forward, not do, not show up. They know you, let's just say they know you like your birthday and your birthday's important. They won't wish you happy birthday. Um they'll go wish somebody else happy birthday. They'll let you see them do that. I feel like this is what he was doing to her. She was seeing him do things for others. He wouldn't do little things for her. I wish you would. Like, if I don't tell you, don't do nothing. If I say I'm all right, I'm all right. But if you know that I make a big to do about that kind of thing, and then you never do anything, you don't even say hello, hey, how you doing? Oh, happy birthday. You know what? Let's do something soon. Blah blah blah. You don't even give me that shout out. Like I'm just giving that as an example. But it was she said it was the little things. He didn't do the little things. You see, you just heard that today, you big dummy. Exactly. How you let the best thing in your life slip away? What kind of example are you? And then he losing things because they bought one child a car because of their of age, only for his car to go. And now he catches trains everywhere he's going. So he's taking L's that she would have helped him mitigate those L's. He wouldn't even have them losses with her. But you know, he decided that he don't need to he got too much pride to solve his problems quick. She had the ingenuity, the common sense, the smarts, the creativity to keep the family going. And now he not within the family borders, so he's on his own and he losing out. And she's getting to witness how it's going down for him. Don't get me wrong, like some of these divine masculines play this King of Cups real tight. Like they hold their heart to their chest. They act like they don't love you. They try to pretend that since you left them, they are really good. That everything is going well in their life because they got a lot of pride in their ego. But meanwhile, shit collapsing tower, lost. There ain't no love there. Wherever they are, whoever they with, whatever karmic they dealing with, there's no love there. They don't have the love. There's no way they can have it in a condition that they left you. You wouldn't deserve it. That's not karma. So I don't care what they post on their social media, how you see them in their latest kicks and driving their latest whip and whatever they look like. Because I'm talking about very materialistic masculine energies. It don't matter what it looked like. You'll know when you stepped off and you let go, and their life ain't never gonna be the same. And this masculine, because, and I'm not talking about just him, I'm just saying in general what I'm reading in the cards. This person might have felt like they're so stubborn, they don't need to do anything and that they can still be a winner. No, it don't work like that. You're not going to find this person's, they're not going to find your energy with anyone else. Okay. They are not going to have the wins they thought they should have. They're not going to strike it rich. And even if they did, they will be rich and lonely, or they will be rich for a very short time before it disappears. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not, oh, wow, I left him and he won the lottery. That shit will be gone by the time you sneeze. Okay? Whatever the windfall is, it will not last because the karmic energies that they're going to be around, that they're looking for your energy and are going to suck them dry. When you have a divine feminine and you're winning with the divine feminine, she will magnify that. That's what you call, like, that's the real plug. You feel me? Like, that's the person you go and you say, let's, here, babe, let's flip this. Let's make this bigger than what it was. And she take that power or her creativity, and this is for a divine feminine. This ain't every woman. This is the divine feminine, a Queen of Pentacles type energy. She will blow that up. Y'all be living better than your the wildest dreams, because she will know how to reserve some, to invest some, to take care of what needs to be taken care of so that y'all could keep going. But them karmic energies, they will suck this person dry. And you're right. You will reap what you sow. So this masculine energy is not, he has no love. And I don't even mean just my person that I'm telling you about. A lot of people, a lot of these masculines we talking about that fit this description, and there's more than we want to know, old and young, they don't have love, because the one person that probably loved them more than anything, they took for granted. They wouldn't get out their comfort zone. They wouldn't get past their pride and ego. They tried to be charming instead of reliable, respectful, nurturing, supportive. They made the Queen of Pentacles lose hope because they weren't living up to their potential, whatever that is. Who got time for this? I know I don't. I don't have no energy for this type of person in my life. You could not come to me if I ain't seen you and God knows when, and you feel like you owe me an apology, and if our conversation is the same as it ever was, I probably wish you I wish you well, but I'm gonna move on respectfully. I'm not going to entertain too much in that conversation. Mm-mm. I couldn't see it, and I feel like this is what she's doing. This particular divine feminine has been like, mm-mm. What is there to talk about but what we need to talk about? Because you ain't there's nothing about you that's different. Nothing about you has changed. Nothing about you is holding me in the high honor that I deserve. I hear that clearly in this situation. Nothing is giving high honor vibes. He, he would love to, give her some jury. And that's what he would do with a karmic energy. The karmic would probably accept the gift and then let bygones be bygones, at least for that moment. Probably throw it in their face later. But you can't do that with a divine feminine. You just can't. You can't just come and throw a bracelet, a tennis bracelet, or I don't know, a Birkin bag, and say, babe, forgive me. And they take it and look at it. Oh my God, my man love me. That lasts all of 5 seconds. Okay? Honestly, men can tend to think that they can come and love bomb. They could come and give you the gift or they come give you the gift of gab, and you're supposed to fall head over heels and then forget all the drama that they put you through, all the nonsense that they did. But what they don't understand is that the energy of a lot of women is shifted across the planet, and women are not taking that from anybody in their life. If people could leave their parents for stuff like this, you think they're gonna hold on to a whole person giving them that kind of grief, that emotional unavailability, that repeated cycles and the same type of drama? Like who needs to invest in that? I just don't see it. Faking and hoping they make, yeah. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, this is what he got to do. I feel like he was courting the wrong person though in the past, or courting other relationships. Yep. This divine, I'm sorry, yeah, divine feminine, Queen of Pentacles energy deserves a gift, but the gift cannot be superficial. That's what these masculines, like the ones that are, like I said, like he said, he was a label whore. I know I know him, so I know he did. He loved labels, right? The latest, whatever, Gucci, Prada, Fendi. Back in the day, that was our labels. They're still labels now, you understand? But what I'm saying is, kids thought they had to have them. The latest Lee jeans, the latest K Swisses, Nikes, Uptowns, whatever. This person cannot come to her bearing gifts that require oh wow, it's a show of affection. No, they have to do the small things consistently. That's the only thing that's going to turn. The gifts is like, you thought of me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I like, not for just you, for me. This is what she was saying. For me. Like, I think, I don't know if I was telling you, but I heard on like another channel, different type of channel, but the guy was talking about relationships, and he said most of the relationships that ended in divorce ended over the small, like or put it this way, not ended over the small things. It was the small things they noticed that led that as they were heading out of the divorce. So, for example, the lady was saying how the husband used to get her granola, and she never asked for it, but he knew that that was her favorite granola, so he would always replace it without a word. When it got low, a new bag would magically appear. The little things that you know that person likes, you replenish, you take care of them. It's your way. And she said, and that thing made her feel loved. And then one day she noticed, well, it was empty and it wasn't replaced. And she left it there. He still didn't replace it. She took it out. He still didn't replace it. That was the beginning of the end. She knew it. The telltale signs are always there when somebody's emotionally disconnected from you. They're not caring about your needs anymore. They don't have, they have no thoughtful ways. I really can't say in this situation that he was ever thoughtful, but he did know that he had the prize when it came to her. He was always somewhat selfish minded. Now he's over there teaching his child the same thing, and that he just mentioned to me how that child is losing friendships over his selfishness. I was like, and as soon as I said, that's not good to teach him to be nonchalant with everybody, you have to put an energy into any of your relationships in order to have that person in your life. Like, you can't just ignore your friend. And he said, yeah, that's actually starting to happen now with his best friend. I said, okay. And you saying just because he's of a certain age and he's young, you don't want to teach him how to put energy into his relationship? He gonna be nonchalant and lonely. Because that's what it boils down to. You see this right here? This King of Swords is nonchalant and lonely. Hindsight might be 2020, but you also got to act like, okay, I see where I went wrong, and then how can I redirect my energy? How can I right my wrong? But sitting there doing nothing, it gets you nowhere. You might be clear as a bell. That, yeah, this is where I went wrong. Okay, but what did you do to rectify it? Nothing. Because I didn't think they gonna want. Man, you can't have one. You can't want that person if you won't correct it. You don't. You can't say you want it and mean it. That's hollow words. That means nothing if you change nothing. Yeah, now concern because them eight of swords here stuck in his head because he keep doing the same thing. He concerned, but what action is he taking? Because he know that gift shit ain't gonna work. Right. And then here's the thing. He told me my friend, his sister, had taught him that toxic stuff about how to pull a woman with that nonchalant energy, right? But she, I will say, because she died young, she never got a chance to tell him how, when you do that, how the person will reciprocate and how that will have to balance out. That you not only are you going to do some things to pull the person, but then you need to be consistent with that person, as long as it's the right person. And I know her, she would have taught him that had she still been around. But he took what she little he remembered and he ran with that the rest of his life. And look where it's getting him. This person does, I feel like, and I don't know, I'm not speaking for him, I'm speaking in general. So this could be somebody energy right now, but somebody thinks that once they man up, it's going to amount to suddenly being able to get back into this divine feminine life. I don't think it's going to be that simple. And that's why I keep stressing consistency, because if you try something one time and it don't work, what I mean, that's just saying, you know what that is? That's a temperature check. You checking temperatures trying to see how much this person's mad at you. Well, maybe they're not mad no more. They just over it. And they're not reacting because they're over it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't go and just check somebody's temperature. Let me just gauge to see how mad she might be. We tell me more, spirit. Child. So of course there's children involved in this connection, or this person has to start fresh, like get to know each other, like they got to date, like start over, like they children. And honestly, he got to get over, like, seriously, seriously, y'all, he got to start over. But this is also affecting the children, I will say this, because this is teaching the children how not to be, or how to be. Either way you look at it, it all depends on the child's perspective. If they feel like, well, my dad was this way, I'm that way, then they're going to continue the pattern. And it's time for somebody to break the cycle. But, or that child could be like, I see how that didn't work for my parents. I don't want to be like that. It's two ways you could see it. That's the same thing for abusers. They could see their parent abused, and they could end up taking that anger out on their significant other, or they could vow to not be that person and not do that. But it's one or two ways you're gonna behave when it comes to that. Adjudication. Yeah. Oh my God. This definitely heading towards an ending, a divorce. This is irreconcilable. Honestly, is irreconcilable with no action. He got to get to her before this get to court. Whoever this is, if y'all got exes and y'all not like severed the ties, they are married or whatever. This person would have to get to you, divine feminine, put it out. Or it might be get to that point of virtual impossibility. Oh, you said okay. He thought everything was okay because no one was complaining. Yeah, because after a while, what is there to complain about? What we talking about? Nothing. What's going to change in that conversation? Nothing. So why are we talking? No reason. Do you? Whatever way you want to do you, whatever way you want to live your life, go live your life. Don't worry about me. No. Am I waiting for you? No. Am I complaining to you? No. If I complaining, that means I probably still care, right? I don't care. I feel like this is where she at. And this is where a lot of feminines are right now. If you hear my voice, if I show up and I'm talking to you and I'm pleading with you, then I care. If I'm not doing that, I don't care. Because what is there to care about? What is there to care about? And according to him, she won't talk to him about nothing. But unless it involves the children. And I really can't blame her. I don't even know her side. I really can't blame her. I can't. I can't. He told me how she had to, because the fact that he don't have a car, she does share. Sometimes she, picks him up from the train station or whatever. And one time on a cold bleeding day, she got there 20 minutes later than the time, of him arriving. And he said normally, if it was somebody else that he named in particular, she wouldn't have done that. She wouldn't have left that person in the cold ever. She would have been there early. So I said, well, she really don't care no more. Because he said, I would have never done that to her. I said, but in the past, would she ever have done that to you? No. She'd have been there early. I said, don't you see how that works? She don't care anymore. You're not giving her any incentive. He can't understand why she just won't go back to being the way she was. He don't understand how over it she is. I personally pray that he get it together enough. This for my friend's sake. I hope he get it together enough that they could have a long standing marriage. But if he don't deserve her, he don't deserve her. Honestly. And a lot of people have to eat that. Going forward in 2024, we saw the energy shifted on a large scale and personal level. You ain't heard from somebody, a lot of times you just gonna have to eat that. Cause they not dealing with you no more. So folks is over, the repeated cycles of trying with people who don't try. You not gonna get me to try nothing. And if I've tried a billion times with you, you could pretty much you're on your own. You're on your own. Like I ain't me personally, and I know she got the same sentiment. She has put up with a lot over the years, family wise. I know a lot. So I know it was a combination of things that he just didn't. Mm, mm, mm. I forgot I was going to talk to y'all about that, and these cards brought that energy up. But it's real out here, y'all. The truth of the matter, folks got to deal with, and their part in whatever that truth is. That's on God. That's period. That is what it is. You're not going to sit here, whoever you are, talk circles around somebody's head because whatever worked in the past ain't working no more with people. Folks' eyes is wide open, not shut, very much coherent about how people are being done, like how you playing with them and how you lie to them. Folks is over it. Folks is over it. I'm just gonna roll this. I'm just gonna shut this down. All right, so I'm gonna repeat. I got a new channel. It's called The Spiritual Lounge with Empress Clarity. Only started this channel because this channel is stagnant as far as growth is concerned. But I'm not abandoning this channel. I'm going to keep going. I just want to see what will happen with the other channel because I don't understand why YouTube doesn't push this channel at all. Like it literally, if it ain't word of mouth, I'll go up, I'll go down one or two at a time, and it just stays stagnant. With the amount of energy I put into it, and it shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be hard at all, actually. So I still love delivering the messages. So again, I'm gonna keep that going. The other channel has some recycled videos on it now. I'm gonna put up some new content, but I needed to pad it up a little bit, and it don't hurt to show some old energy because that energy is still current in a lot of ways in different people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men and women are sweating. Yeah, look, too many people, they wear this mask. They put this mask on full display. I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's great. Because that's their pride and ego trying to hide. But then at the same time, it's not hard to see through their circumstances where they're failing. It's not hard to see that these karmics in their life, no matter who they represent to them, are draining the hell out of them or taking them through it and causing all kind of nonsense in their life because they with the wrong people or doing the wrong things. You know, they choosing money and street fame and or public attention over what really matters, and that's unconditional love of the heart. When you have unconditional love, everything, you get nurtured that way, you grow that way, you get blessed that way. Things go right when you have a certain level of loyalty and integrity to the right ones. But when your loyalty and integrity is not there, and you're loyal, you got mismatched loyal, and you loyal to those that shit on you because they cool and it look good to be around them and who they are, you gonna get the shit end of the stick. And like I said, this masculine I told you about, he going through it already. Financially, car problems, housing issues. You don't get good when you don't do good. That means you gotta step out of your comfort zone. If your comfort zone is to be lazy in a relationship, you gotta change that and take action. Cause you're not getting what you want thinking you just gonna be nonchalant like he taught his child. Nonchalant gonna get you left in 2024. Nonchalant gonna get you divorces in 2024. Nonchalant gonna get you all the karmics you want that's attracted to that foolishness and a lot of drama. But it ain't gonna get you what you really desire. Nonchalant is the worst thing you need to be in 2024. Lazy, a lazy lover, a non-communicative lover, a emotionally unavailable lover or friend or whatever you are to somebody, that's getting you nowhere. And then when you change, whoever this is, they need to be consistent, period. Meaning, don't be nonchalant one day, loving one day, and go back to nonchalant another day and think you gonna keep somebody in your life. Nope. You better work on it. You better work on it. Uh-oh. You better work on that. Because any relationship, it take work. Tell me more, Spirit. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yeah, this person ain't in no paradise, but this is what they desire. They think being with their person that they want will give them paradise. I mean, only if you don't stop courting. If you get married, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been married going on 25 years. We don't stop dating each other. You can't stop dating each other. The whole relationship will fizzle out. Is it paradise? No. But we have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. We enjoy each other. That's paradise enough. We want to go to paradise, go to Bora Bora or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough. But it's not enough to rest on and say, okay, that's it. You got to date the person. They got to be your ride and ride. Not ride or die, ride or ride. Down with you. Sticking close to you. You sticking close to them. Not stuck on each other. Sticking close. Meaning y'all got the same goals, drives, motives, support. The runner. Yeah. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear intimacy. That's who this king is. And that's what they think they can do. This person ran from this connection. That's why the person lost hope. He essentially ran from the connection. Tell me more, spirit concern. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next level, healing the inner child. Yeah, that's what has to happen. The counseling needs to take place. Somebody has to heal their inner child. I mean, both of them really, but in order to evolve and go to the next phase, there has to be some type of healing involved. There has to be. Dang. All right, somebody got a lot to say. Hold on, y'all. Tell me more, spirit. Breakup, separation. That's what this tower is about. Stop the pattern. Silent treatment and abandonment. This is talking about that nonchalant energy. That was what was getting in the way. This King of Pentacles is so sure of themselves that, and you know what I'm hearing too? This King of Pentacles, King of Swords thought, if I'm nonchalant, that my person will eventually come for me. It's what they want. It's what they keep thinking. That this person is going to come for me. Because they keep thinking they the prize. This is Simone Biles' husband. Okay? Like I don't and I'm not getting into their relationship. I'm only getting into the perception of their relationship that by the general public. Everybody hears this man talk about how he is the prize and he didn't really know who she was. And everybody, cat, bruh, that's cat. Cause who are you? Yeah, you might be an NFL player. You might be physically fit and an athlete. You may compliment her in some way. She may have pursued you when she found you on Tinder or whatever app that was. Bruh, your name is Simone Biles' husband because she was the prize. She is the prize. This person is nonchalant energy. Okay, not just the person I'm telling y'all about. This nonchalant energy's problem is they think they can break up with somebody, be nonchalant with them, abandon the connection, and that eventually that it will go back to the way it was. But here you got the world here. Ain't no more cycles of that. That's a wrap. Tell me more, spirit. Camera, yeah, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past. This person has to learn from the past in order to make new memories. They have to learn from the past. I don't get that this person has learned from the past though. This is their challenge. Because they living in the past and childhood energy, they're being very immature. They need to be brand new, but not immature. Bottom of the deck, lightning. See? Sudden change, shocking news, surprise. Oh Lord. Upheaval and transformation. Well, I feel a divorce coming on. And that was confirmation. I feel like she got ready to launch the paperwork, y'all. I hope I hope he can figure it out, honestly. I mean, this could be that he can change, but the way it's landing over here with this Queen of Swords world card, adjudication, he's gonna get hit and smacked in the face with the bruh, you've been served. Mm, mm, mm. Well, I mean, listen, you get what you deserve, honestly. And if that's what happens, it's because that was fated to happen. When you don't put no effort into something, what can you really expect from it? If you don't do the little things, if you breaking promises, if you're lying and breaking trust, what exactly do you expect to happen? You expect somebody to be like, oh baby, come back to me. Come back and come live with me again after you done put them out? No, that's not how this works. Not in 2024. I ain't come across nobody in that energy yet. These days, that's okay with the nonsense. Mm, mm, mm. Well, y'all, again, take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I understand. Don't take it. You know how that goes. Please check out the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to. Well, let me put it here. Maybe that makes sense. Well, let me put it in the chat. I think that's what it is. Let me make sure. It's so new. I gotta keep double checking myself. Like, what is it again? Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, with Empress Clarity. That's the new channel. Please go and like it, share it, subscribe, get the subscriptions going. Re-listen to the videos. They got different titles, but some you might remember. I tried to pull from my oldest ones that I had saved. Because again, this energy is not energy. If it resonates with you, I'm gonna put it this way: if it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. All I'm asking for you to do is go ahead and subscribe, share it, check it out. Um, Again, I will be posting over there more after today. I have 5 videos on there, but one is slated for retrograde, so that's not until April. I pushed that one out for that reason. Um, Maybe I have 6. I have to double check. But anyway, that's the reading, y'all. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, again, you don't have to take this energy. You leave that for whatever, whoever it does resonate with. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section. Let me know. I'll be out. I'll be out there. I'll be doing more tomorrow. Uh, yeah, I'll be back with more videos, new videos. I'll be back with new videos, and I'll be starting to load new videos on the other channel as well. So appreciate y'all for coming to the live. Thank you for I love your interactions. I appreciate that dialogue. I don't know if y'all know my beginning was on Instagram live. So I'm not one of those readers that I don't love recording, but I do record. I love interaction. I like when y'all energy and your opinions, flowing with the reading. It just helps me. It feeds my energy back. So I don't feel like I'm just depleting. When I record, recording sometimes is it can deplete. But when I'm interacting with y'all, it feels a whole lot better because I'm talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini, Sag, rising. I need that interaction, that feedback. So I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Yes, you too. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Peace.